Hey guys, welcome. Thanks for joining me, Brad Krantz. Hey, part of my continuing series here I'm doing on scaling a seven-figure business online, because that's what we're doing with 3LE and Jeunesse Global. And I'm pulling a lot of my information here. I am going to do a quick screen share and refer to this book quite a bit. The information I'm going to do today is talking about mindset shifts that you need to scale past seven figures, directly out of Scott Oldford's book, The Nuclear Effect. As I've said before on other videos, this book is really a blueprint for what we're doing. This book really applies more so to a more traditional brick and mortar business, where you maybe have a building, you've got employees, capital expenditures, you got equipment, all that type of stuff. We're in the network marketing realm, but working with Jeunesse Global 3LE team, having an online system and working with an SEO specialist and a software developer. So not all this specifically applies, but his book, again, is basically a virtual blueprint for what we are already doing according to the checklist at the beginning of his book. But that's where I'm getting my information here, guys. So I wanted to share that with you. He talks about mindset shifts you need to scale past seven figures. With Jeunesse, with our business model, that's going to put you at obviously probably a diamond level income is about seven figures. No income guarantees being given here, but just from what I understand, that's going to put you there. And that gives you a good measure of success, a big reach, a big business globally to where you can do a lot of things. But he said when he stopping most six-figure entrepreneurs is from moving to seven figures and beyond is themselves, right? And we really are our own best enemy and best friend. Which one is it? But it's really ourselves. Okay, what really holds us back is our mindset. And I'm going to talk about that here a little bit at the end. Next week, I'm going to address this specifically because I've overcome some, I'll just say, fixed mindset to a growth mindset now. And that's why I'm talking about this. That's why I'm excited about sharing this. So let's talk a little bit about some of these needed mindsets here. He talks about profit versus growth ratio. Now, in a typical brick and mortar, yeah, it's going to be more critical. Are you in a profit mode or a growth mode? Really, in our business, guys, we've got it set up with organic marketing through social media platforms, but also having a digital marketing specialist to provide us SEO leads through Facebook, YouTube, Bing, and Google. But you're going to have to be in a growth mode to get to seven figures with our business. That's going to be the primary thing, is growing and building a team. Okay. And you've got to have the right mindset to do that. 3 types of leverage for momentum. I thought this was interesting. He talks about leverage of time, hiring someone or delegating. In this case, we 3LE, Adam and Ashley have taken the initiative to bring on Joel Kellman as a software developer for our free basic app, and also Paul Counts of Marketing Counts as our digital marketing specialist. So we're leveraging stuff there of time. They're not doing it. I'm not doing it. We've hired out people to do that, which is huge. And I think it's very unique within our industry. But leverage of money, right, guys? We've got to be able to leverage our money to make more, right? Spending money to reduce the friction of problems. And again, this is going to be through targeted ads. You don't have to go out and spend the time on, meet and greet people, that type of thing. But leverage of money is critical. Leveraging of energy, and that's spending time or money so you don't have to think or act. And we'll get into this maybe a little bit more. But he says this is one of the main things that separate millionaire mindset from the rest of society. That is huge, guys. Okay. Then types of assets you need, just again, more for brick and mortar, but just, entrepreneurs get caught up in money. But he says, here's 3 assets you need to develop. Obviously, we need to develop financial assets, profit, our bank account, our income, etc. Your relationships, not to be overlooked at all. Your network, right? Personal and professional. That is so huge. Spend a whole episode on this. Your audience, and basically with us, our prospects, our potential partners that we're bringing on. These will help you ride out storms in any type of environment, understanding that. And the other one he brings up here is perfection happens when you finally let go. And this really kind of gets into the leadership realm. It does not happen when you obsess over control. And I've seen this happen so much time in the regular business world. It happens when you finally let go, right? The perfectionist and control freak that help you hustle to 6 figures will not help you to scale to 7 figures and beyond. And this is especially true of leaders. in our industry, network marketing, we're trying to create other leaders. So you have to let go and empower those around you. That's a big word. Leaders should empower others to create the outcome that you want if you're trying to get to 7 figures, and the outcome that they want, your team members, so that they can move ahead too. So this is really a win-win business model. And if you're the bottleneck by being the control freak, you're going to bottleneck your business. Then you can't be loved by everyone. This is huge, a mindset, especially being out there on social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Instagram. If you're doing your job right, most people won't love you. And I think the figures he provides here are pretty interesting. If you want to scale and have a true tribe, or we'll say a global team, you'll resonate with 10% of your potential market and go deep, so deep that 80%, he says, of people won't care. The final 10% become your haters or trolls, right? Remember the big fish, small pond formula, but you've got to get over being validated. People aren't going to like what you're doing when you reach out like I'm doing here today. Some people relate. I'm hoping to add value that people that connect with me it'll resonate with them, but some people just, hey, won't resonate. That's okay, but you got to get over, especially when in the public arena on social media, get over the fact that you think potential fact that people will validate you. They won't. If you're looking for it, you're going to be sunk. So you have to have the right mindset to move beyond that. Money isn't evil, but it also isn't freedom. And this is kind of interesting what he shares here. Money can be scary, whether you have it or not. Been there, done that. Not had it more of my life. Now have it, doing okay. But here's the truth about money. Money is the ultimate multiplier. Think about that. Those who aren't nice become worse to be around, whereas those who are become even better. And basically, I think what he's saying here, if you're a jerk before you make money and you make a lot of money, you're probably still going to be a jerk, unfortunately. So I want to be the type of person that attracts people to me. I'm authentic. I show integrity, and my leadership stands forth as a testimony to who I am. But money does not set you free. That kind of sounds counterintuitive, but having it doesn't mean you'll become an egotistical person, right? You don't want to become an egotistical jerk. You get to choose who you are, with or without money. So hopefully you're an attractor and a multiplier, not a diminisher. Okay. You never run out of problems. They just change, right? I think this is a life lesson, guys, that trying to avoid problems. Problems are going to come up in life, no matter who you are, where you are, what your profession is, what your income level. But we got to be aware of that mindset in scaling a 7-figure business, that you think you'll run out of problems when you reach the top or you get there. Guess what? No, the game doesn't operate that way. Each time you grow and scale to the next level, you'll find new and probably bigger problems. I think he's right here. You'll never escape them. So it's important to adopt a problem-solving mindset. Again, that's a leader. Leaders are problem solvers. So you can handle anything with a logical and clear head. It's how you handle the problem. It's not having them. Again, it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when you're going to deal with them. I like that perspective. And risk mitigation, again, this is probably more so in the B2B realm, but again, with anything within your business, financials, if your operations, marketing, sales, delivery mindset relies on hope, he says you're going to be screwed, right? Your job is to calculate the risk and create systems to be ready for any obstacle or situation. Now, we're in a situation, I think, that risk mitigation taken on large part by Jeunesse Global, because we don't have to warehouse the product, deal with that, set up delivery payment systems in foreign markets we operate. So we pretty much limited potential risk here. But that's just something to be aware of getting when you're in the business realm. So I like how he talks about this. The next one is huge. Business is a long-term game, guys. It's not short-term. And I think corporate America is so stuck in this quarter to quarter or 90-day thinking that they can't really look ahead. We've got to be playing the long game. We're in the second year of getting our system put together, our team formulated, our strategies. So guys, this hasn't been an overnight deal. When you plan to sell your business or not, if that's the case is, especially again, being on social media, that's a long game. Developing organic content and reach to engage people. It's a long game, guys, right? You've got to be strategic, not reactive or proactive. But if you're thinking you're going to show up in business, you're going to scale to a 7-figure in a year or two, probably not going to happen unless you're extremely exceptional. But you have to think long-term. I think that's the point here. And that's the point I've got. My mindset is understanding this isn't a short game. If it's like, this were a job, I'd be okay. I'm not making that much money now. I got to quit. I got to find a better job. No, this is a long game business. I know what the long-term results can and will be. So it's worth thinking long-term, but you have to have that long-term vision. And this last one here, your job is to think, not do. Again, sounds counterproductive or counterintuitive. The period when you spend most of your time doing is over. If you're trying to scale there, a job of a 7-figure entrepreneur is to think, not do. And he says, the fact is, you need to be the person who does very little work so you can empower those around you, your team. And again, if you're leveraging your time through building a team in the network marketing, binary compensation plan, you're not putting it, you're not the only one working. You've got your team members doing that too, right? But you've got to be the person working on your business, not stuck inside of it. And that's, again, part of empowering here, that you empower those on your team to also be working on their business, not just in it. You have to have, I think you've got to have that foresightedness to be able to do that. How to grow your mindset. Next time I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about this, but I want to do a quick screen share because this has been huge to me. This was a quote from Tom Bilyeu, but just from his training on Mindset 101. Do you have a fixed mindset or a mindset of growth? And again, the things I've just talked about, definitely you've got to be in the camp of a growth mindset. A fixed mindset, you're going to be stuck wherever you're at. You're probably, without doubt, not going to get to 7 figures. Mindset, and this is so critical to, and just for me to understand this too, mindset's a subset of belief about what we are capable of. Right? Can I scale a business to 7 figures? Yes, I believe I can. That's why I'm talking about it now. Most people build their mindset by accident. You have to decide that you can get good at anything. And that's a mindset of growth. You know, what we think we're capable of and what we think about ourselves is so critical, guys. And I've fortunately been able to move into having a growth mindset. And that's why I'm talking about scaling our business to a 7-figure. I couldn't do this 6 months ago because I wasn't quite sure I believed it or it was important, but it is now, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in here. Please, I'm going to leave contact information. If you want to reach out to find out about our team, you'll have a link to the free app. It's 100% safe. It's downloadable. You're welcome to reach out to me with questions via my social media links. Please feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect with you and chat with you as well, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.